welcome to Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. And joining me today is the man who's trying to make professional wrestling and independent wrestling great again. The man who's running not only for president, but also president of the independent wrestling scene. The man himself, the American Diesel Dump Truk. And Truck, it's been a few months since we've had you on, so there's going to be a lot to talk about here.
Oh, yeah.
Start with SNEW, SNEW Championship Wrestling, shall we? So Ben Wolf has given you the ultimatum, which I think is complete bullshit if we're really talking about it. It's completely unfair and unjust. You are not only the tag team champions by yourself, but you have defended them by yourself multiple times at SNEW, and you have been successful each and every time. And now he's giving you this ultimatum that, A, you've either got to turn in the championships, number two, you have to find a tag team partner to defend the championships. Or number three, you are going to have to none other than face two other tag teams in a very, very unfair triple threat tag team match. And I'm going to tell you right now, you chose option number three, and I still don't see a way out of this for you. It's very, very, the tables are turned against you. It's very unfair. It's very unjust. And I'm going to tell you right now, Truck, I don't think that Ben Wolf has the right to put you in a match like this without having a tag team partner. What do you have to say about it?
All right, let's talk about it. Past, I'd say almost 7-8 months, like you said, I have defended tag team championships by my damn self. Went through team after team after team. And if I'm not correct, I'm the only single tag team champion in wrestling.
Currently, yes. Currently, yes.
And then people, like you ask, Chuck, why in hell did you choose number three? You could have got a partner, helped you out. Well, let's talk about that. The past couple partners I've had ain't really done a lick of shit for me.
I mean, that's even going all the way back to your days in Tennessee where you were partnered up with the Saviors who stabbed you in the back, correct?
Correct. It's just like every fucking body else in Tennessee that stabbed me in the back.
I'm going to
But we won't talk about that right now. We're talking about the two tag team championships, and I'm going to do this by myself because, by God, that's the only way I'm going to get it done.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think that it's honorable that you're willing to go against two other tag teams to defend these tag team championships. But there is no other way and no other option that he has to get these titles out of your hand. And he really stacked the cards against you. How are you going to survive at SNEW Icebreaker See No Evil Wrestling come January the 31st?
Truck always finds a way. If there's one thing anybody can say about Truck, I've always found a way to come back. I've always been the damn pit bull in the corner, having to fight my way out. And damn it, here on January 31st, Dump Truck's going to leave the same he came in. The only single SNEW tag team champion.
That is very, very honorable that you're going to do this. And January the 31st, as you see right on your screen, the VFW in Gastonia, North Carolina, 3258 West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, North Carolina. The doors are going to be opening at none other than 4 o'clock. The bell time is going to be at 4:30 p.m. Correction. Doors will be opening at 4:30 p.m. The bell time will be at 5:30 p.m. for Icebreaker at SNEW Championship Wrestling. And Truck, let's talk about it here because it's going to be a double feature. And none other than your favorite person and your life partner, the Diamond Jesse, is going to be hosting as well there at Icebreaker to be doing Gemstone Championship Wrestling. So you're going to get two for the price of one if you show up. Talk about it for just a second.
Yeah, Jesse's going to do her thing. And we both agreed that actions speak louder than words. So in respect and everything, we just gonna she's just gonna show everybody. Everybody's second guessing on Jesse. Come out the 31st and check out the Gemstone Championship Wrestling. Something you've never seen before. You just wait.
Well, it's definitely going to be a sight to see at SNEW, See No Evil Wrestling, and also for Gemstone Championship Wrestling, going to be held at the same spot, the 31st in Gastonia, North Carolina at the VFW. You want to get your tickets now. You want to reserve. Hey, and if you order online through Ticket Leap, you will get a $2 discount. Tickets at the door are going to be $10. If you order online, they'll be $8, and you can do it by scanning the QR code right here at the bottom of the poster shown in the right-hand corner. If you go ahead and scan that QR code, go ahead and get your tickets now. It'll take you directly to Ticket Leap. Buy your tickets today. Come out and see not other than Jesse, the Diamond Jesse, Audrey Allen, the American Diesel Dump Truk himself, and SNEW Championship Wrestling. It's going to be an awesome time for you guys on the 31st. Now, we are talking about SNEW here for just a minute. Now, Truck, you've got to mention, we kind of mentioned Ben Wolf a little bit ago, but do you think that Ben Wolf is just in his actions by giving you this ultimatum?
You know, I know he goes through a lot because he runs that promotion. And he's got a lot of crybabies in that promotion. If he wants to take his anger out on me, that's fine and dandy. Because I'm telling you, well said and done, Dump Truk's going to have his way. And he's walking out with those same tag titles. 2026 is going to be a whole different year for Dump Truk because 2020, this is a whole different Dump Truk. My eyes are wide ass open. And I ain't falling for no shit no more.
Absolutely. And it looks like Spotlight Scotty Brooks has entered the chat. He says, Dump Truk, gives you a bunch of exclamation points behind him.
That's my boy. I'm telling you, I love some Scotty Brooks.
Scotty Brooks has had some great matches. He's had them at APW. He's had them all over North Carolina, including some matches with who is a current world heavyweight champion in TNA, Kazarian. And I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody's got your back, that man would have your back in a heartbeat if you ever asked him to do it. And moving on, I know February the 14th, you're going to be having a huge match and a huge time at Gastonia Warfare for none other than Alternative Wrestling Showcase. Let's talk about it, Truck.
Well, I am in a War Games match. And I'm going in there. And like I said, just like when at SNEW, I'm going in there to prove that 2026 is Dump Truk's year. I'm in this War Games match with a guy named Roughneck and a couple other guys that green guys that need some leading.
They're going to need some help.
And in AWS, I'm on my way to being the AWS Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, yeah. And not only are you on your way to be that AWS Heavyweight Champion, because I believe none other than you in this War Games match, I believe you got your hands full in this War Games match. You got Tim Brody, Fireball, Big Donnie Dynamite, and the high performance, high flying man of the year is going to be there as well in that ladder match for you. And man, it's going to be crazy to see what's going to be happening at AWS February the 14th. Now, Truck, you said that you're on your way to be the heavyweight champion. You're on your way to climb to the pinnacle of professional wrestling in North Carolina. Do you think that you can overcome all the obstacles at AWS and be that heavyweight champion in the distant future, possibly February the 14th?
Bro, I got to. I have to. I can't sit here on this camera and look in here and tell all these people that I'm going to do this and just not do it. I've waited too long. I've been shadowed for too damn long. I should have been heavyweight champion long time ago. I had put blood, sweat, and tears 14 years in this damn business. Been in the ring with some of the best in this business. And no, I ain't talking about no damn gentleman either. I'm talking about people like Barbarian, Warlord, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Arn Anderson, and Brock Anderson. People that know this business and still respect this business. That's the problem. There's no respect in this business anymore. And that's why Dump Truck's going and he's going to independent wrestling great again. Because respect is needed in independent wrestling.
Truck, I can agree with everything that you just said. You have a lot of people who have bad habits, bad things that happen to them, and they want to blame anybody and everybody but themselves. And they do it in such a way. Well, as you know, I mean, I hate to bring this up, but you know, just like I know, there's some places in the United States that you wrestled, and some places where people like to backbite and like to hold things against you and say anything they can about you. And I believe you got one of those places that you don't really like very much. I believe it's my home state. Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, I was burned a lot in Tennessee. People holding stuff against me that I had no control over. I had way respect for what I was holding around my waist in that state. I represented it to the best of my abilities and held that shit right here over my heart and gave everything in my heart. And then I got screwed. And it was said it was a rib. And then I'm the one that faced the shooting squad, the firing squad. I'm the one that got pierced out. And it was just bad ever since. And I I had some good times in Tennessee. I had a lot of good memories in Tennessee, but there's a lot more bad ones. I've met a lot of good people there, still have contact with those good people, and they know who they are, and I love them very much. But I'm glad that my little stint in Tennessee is over. I can concentrate on other states because they want me. They've let me know. They're in touch, just waiting for the licensing to get done. And those states are Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. I'm going to what is it? Mardi Gras, where
Louisiana.
Louisiana, all the way up maybe into New York, all the way over maybe to California. I've been in contact with all over. Compton Mania in California would love to have Dump Truck. And see, I let people tell me that nobody else wanted me. I listened to that shit. And I want no more because I know better. And now the whole world's going to know. And I can't wait.
So Josh Turner came into the chat and he said, I'll say it, you got blamed for something that wrongfully happened, and it involves a vest. And he says that you took the blunt of the firing.
That was just another thing that I took the blunt of. And it almost came to blows in the parking lot of the school. And I would have hated if that happened because I considered that man my brother. But It's water under the bridge. I'm a bigger person. I'm over it. Like I said, I had a lot of good memories up there, a lot of good times, a lot of good times. Me being one half of the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions 3 times. 2 times with my boy Squeaks, 1 time being with the Saviors. That was one of the best memories I'll ever have in my life because I love the history and the lineage that those belts stand for. I'm all about that old school history. People don't believe that shit, but I do. I grew up watching NWA, and I'm getting emotional about this shit, but that's just how I feel. I have held this shit in for too fucking long. Me just getting to step in to that fucking school made me feel like I didn't need to go nowhere else. If they would have come to me and told me, Truck, we want you to just wrestle for us, what would you say about that? I'd have jumped right on it and been doing it still to this fucking day. Because that's how much I loved going to that school. Hell, dude, I would go to that school twice a fucking week and clean it
Yeah,
from
we can
top to
attest to that.
bottom, from front to back, every fucking week. But I also got to get in that ring and train with some of the best ones doing it in this business today. And yes, I'm talking about Mr. KC Kazana and Kenzie Page and Dylan McQueen. I got to get in there with fucking EC3, Santino Morella. I hold that shit in my fucking heart and have. I'll take that to my grave as being some of the best fucking memories I have ever had in this business. Even though I got done the way I done, I'm still having that in my heart. I still live with that shit every fucking day.
And Truck, you should live with it every day because it was probably the best wrestling in East Tennessee. And I will stand by that to this day. Some of the best wrestling that East Tennessee has ever seen was at the School of Morton / Smoky Mountain Pro before everything went haywire and everything happened. And we don't know what's going on now. But I'm going to tell you this: if the phone rang today and was asked, would you come and help us? Would you come and do this? Truck, would you be the first one there? Absolutely, I would say you would.
No, I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't. Not the way I was done. That's just, I love it that much that I'd want to stay away from it and not even, because I still think about all that shit. If that rib wouldn't have happened, me and my boy Squeaks was on one of the best runs we've ever had the whole time we've been together.
Oh, yeah.
At one time, we had 6 sets of tag team championships. That was some of the best times in my life. I'd have never disrespected those belts or that school like that.
Truck, it's really hard to say because there's some people who just don't feel the same way about professional wrestling the way that we feel about it. There's some people who take it for granted because they've been handed it. It's been given to them.
See, that's
and
the
they don't
fucking
respect
problem.
it.
That's the respect thing I'm talking about. That's what I'm gonna try to bring back to this fucking business. That's why how I handle myself with every promotion I go to. You know, there was people going out there running on the internet saying that I get rough with the talent in the back. I bully and politic in the fucking office with the promoters and shit. Me, the American Diesel Dump Truck, bully and politic when I was going riding 3 and 4 fucking hours and getting no pay and being happy with it. But yet I bully and politic to the promoters and bully the boys in the back. You go to any promotion I've ever been to, any promotion. I don't give a damn where, if anywhere from Tennessee to fucking North Carolina, South Carolina, fucking Georgia, anywhere. And they'll tell you that I'm the most respectful motherfucker they have ever met. Because my mom and daddy taught me, yes, sir, no, sir. You listen to your fucking elders. You don't fucking backtalk and question anything like that shit. I was brought up that way, and by God, that's the way I'll always live. And if you don't fucking like it, well, then you know what? Kick rocks and don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you.
That's right. That's absolutely right. See, Truck, there's a difference inside the business today. There's a lot of kids who are, and I hate to use this term, grocery store style trained by somebody who is just wanting to take money and not teach them what it's like with a veteran on the road, what it's like to be with people. It's okay to rib people. It's okay to have fun, but you don't do it at the cost of their career. You don't do it at the cost of costing them business. And that's the problem, is there's a lot of people who have jealousy and envy and greed and a lot of stuff stuck inside their heart, and they're jealous of somebody who they see or deem as a threat because they can take them out of the picture at any time. But a humble human being knows when that problem arises, that all they got to do is come to you and say, hey, listen, I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm threatened by you, and I want to know, do you have it out for me? You know, that's all it takes sometimes. Just getting to the bottom.
Yeah, just come and talk to me. That's all it takes. I ain't seen none of these comments or nothing.
Well, Trek, you got a lot of comments here that are going through. A lot of stuff. Ben Wolf said that stuff was simply not true just a minute ago. And then he said that you're great to work with just a second ago. And then Spotlight, Scotty Brooks came in and said, you bullied me, Truck, and I'm sad about it.
Man, he knows better. I would never bully him.
And Truck, here's the thing about it is, professional wrestling, you're going to have conflict with people. Personalities have conflict. It's how you resolve that conflict. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. You got a problem with me? Come talk to me. If we can't settle it by talking, by hell, there's an 18 by 18 or a 20 by 20 or a 16 by 16 that we can get into, and we can clash it out in there if we have to. But one way or another, we're going to get to the bottom of it.
What these boys don't realize now is, I know now what they knew then. I know now I am a threat. And I am just humble enough to where I can know that and feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? So now that's why this new dump truck in 2026, this tour of the USA, by the time 2028 gets here, I'm going to have independent wrestling back the way it's supposed to be.
And Truck,
when it was run by them, when it was run like that.
Ran by the four horsemen. Bobby Lee came in and said, you need to tell Roughneck you're not going to accept his request to be his enforcer. If not, you will have to deal with one half of the Country Boys on the 31st and tell him Country Boy Bob said, hey, jackass.
You know what? Just because you said that, I'm going to accept his offer. And if I have to deal with what you call country boys, I'll show them what a country boy really is. Because I'm from the country. I put hot sauce on my pork chop sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to show them what a country boy is.
All right, moving on. I know February 21st, 2026, you're going to be at Valentine's Day Vengeance for Top Championship Wrestling out at Shelby City Park in Shelby, North Carolina. Talk to us about it, Truck.
Brother, this promotion and this venue is one of those places that it's got memories, it's got lineage. It's the Shelby City Park. They've had people. That's where Ric Flair made his name. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. They had the NWA Tag Team Championships there. Rock and Roll Express won their first NWA Tag Team Champions in that very building. Jim Crockett had his TV shit in that very building. And then the American Diesel Dump Truck, in his finest, is going to walk up in there, and whether it be Peterbilt or whether it be Bodie, whoever has got that TCW Heavyweight Championship, that belt is coming home with yours truly, and they ain't a damn thing neither one of y'all boys can do about it.
And TCW seems like they're going to have a lot of stars going to be there. Bodie, Peterbilt, Brian Thrill, Scotty Claymore, Dominic Wolf, Primetime Dugai is going to be there. Captain Jeff Morris, Lazarus Black, Robert Mack, the American Diesel Dump Truck, of course, who's here, my special guest tonight, Dalton Dallas, Paul Gain, Chance Ryder, and so many more. And they're going to be taking place right there at the historic Shelby Park, 850 West Sumter Street in Shelby, North Carolina. You can scan that QR code and get your tickets now. General admission are going to be 10. Ringside's going to be 15. The doors will open at 6 p.m. The bell time is going to be at 7 p.m. And you don't want to miss a moment of the action for Top Championship Wrestling, as the American Diesel Dump Truck has promised, no, he has vowed to win that heavyweight championship at Top Championship Wrestling.
I'm telling you, this promotion, it's one of those promotions that you just know. You just know. I mean, it's good locker room, good. I mean, everything is just, it's ran by beautiful people that love this business, that have respect for this business. And there's superstars in that promotion like Brian Thrill. He's been New Japan, AAA, NWA. I mean, there's lineage in this promotion, and that's where Dump Truck belongs. Dump Truck goes from promotion to promotion, but TCW holds a special place, just like that other place held a special place in my heart. Because I love this fucking business so damn much that I'm going all over, and I'm going to spread my love for this business all over the earth, all over the world.
And speaking of about going all over the world, the American Diesel Dump Truck here is trying to make professional wrestling great again. We spoke about this just a little bit earlier, but you're running for president, not only president of the United States, but president of independent wrestling all over these United States. And how are you going to get people behind you, Truck?
I'm just going to show them the version of Dump Truck that they know, they love, and would want to make this country and independent wrestling great again. This country needs an awakening. It really does. There's too much bullshit going on in this world. They need a little country in it.
Yeah, they do.
Just like independent wrestling needs a little bit of country in it. Now, I know there's plenty of country boys out there in this business. One of them is NWA Heavyweight Champion right now. That's country. That boy is country.
From Blount County, Tennessee, the man that you hate and the state that you hate,
Yes.
Silas Mason.
Yes, but he is doing his damn thing, and I got much love and respect for that. But this tour, it is something that I don't think's ever been done. I'm going to go cross country, and by 2028, I've done been told I could be a write-in to be the president of the United States.
Yeah, you
And I
could.
truly believe that I can get people in this country behind me.
Absolutely. And the graphic we got up right now was the poster that you guys sent to us about let's make independent wrestling great again. It's the Truck Time USA Tour. Right now, you've been to Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, but you're looking to expand into all 50 states. You spoke about it earlier. You're going to Louisiana, you're going to New York, you're going to Florida, you're going to Mississippi, and you're going to Alabama here pretty soon. Where is the next state that you want to go to on the hit list, Truck?
I'm even going to try to even hit Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, you are.
I'm. It doesn't even matter which state's next. I'm hitting them all because I really, truly, and honestly believe in me. For once in my fucking life, I actually believe in me. And now this is going to radiate like nobody has ever seen before. And that's why I truly believe I can get the people of this country behind me. I know I'll have my country folk. And I know it's going to be hard to get all these people behind me, but I'm going to let them know I ain't going to let them down.
Well, River City Media wants me to be your vice president. I don't know if I could do that or not, Truck, but I would damn sure try to make you proud.
I don't know if I can trust them boys from Tennessee. They like Evan Golden and KC Kazana.
They do. They like him a lot.
They trust somebody like Evan Golden.
The Golden Child himself, he was actually here just a little bit ago. I haven't seen him comment, but he popped in for just a quick minute.
That's him. He's like a scared little chihuahua. You ever look at him up close, he shakes like his eyeballs are fixing to pop out. That's why his hair's so curly.
Oh, gosh. Well, Truck, I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on. You're going to be making America great again. You're going to be making professional wrestling great again. And you've got a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes outside of professional wrestling, including merchandise and used ring gear that you've had that you're going to be selling pretty soon. And then you've also ventured into business as well. You've got a honey business. You've got all sorts of stuff. Where would you like to start?
Let's go with the honey, man. Diesel honey, ever since the day we mentioned it, has been flying off the shelves. We're currently sold out right now and waiting on the next shipment. It's gotten so big now to where we're having to order the quart jars.
Wow.
And it's my family honey, and it's been in the family for almost like 100 years. And I got I'm in the family, and they wasn't nobody doing nothing with it, and it's a waste to just be sitting out there and not doing nothing. So why not share it with the world?
Absolutely. And if you guys are interested in ordering a batch of honey today, you can do it by phone at 828 area code 630-4632. And they have multiple ways for you to pay. You can pay by Cash App, Apple Pay, Google Pay, the Caching, Afterpay, Square, PayPal, and Venmo are all accepted. And as you see, $5, guys. You cannot beat the $5 traditional diesel honey. If you guys are out there, go ahead and get you some diesel honey today. Once again, that number is 828-630-4632. And let the American Diesel Dump Truck put you on the waiting list. And as soon as it comes in, he'll ship his order right to you.
Yep.
Now, Truck, we mentioned that you've got a lot of business opportunities that are coming up and flowing out. And we mentioned that you had some in-ring gear for sale as well.
Yeah, I got a couple of in-ring outfits that I'm getting rid of. All that stuff is, I think it's different prices. You can go on the Jesse's Mindful Creations and you can see all that what's up there for sale with the in-ring gear, the t-shirts, all that's available for pre-order and or whatever.
And that's going to be on sale at facebook.com/Jesse's Mindful Creations is where you want to go to find all of that beautiful stuff there. And then you've got some flyers here where you're looking for a booking. And as we spoke, you're trying to get to all 50 states earlier. The American Diesel Dump Truk with over 14 years of professional experience. And he's worked for some of the best inside the industry. And he wants to bring the talents to you as well. Don't miss your opportunity to book him today. Tell him how they can get a hold of you, big fella.
Man, they can get in touch with me on the Dump Truck page on Facebook. I've got Instagram, TikTok. You can get in touch with me with Jessie. She's my booking manager. Get in touch with her, Jesse's Mindful Creations. I've got available dates in March, April, and May, and we've got bookings all the way to December. And if you want somebody up there charismatic, grab that crowd and make them fall in love with your promotion. Man, I'm telling you, I can do it. And I know I can. And I love being this confident to say on this camera that I can do it because I know I can.
Don't forget to reach out to him if you're interested at theamericandiesel@gmail.com. That is the best way to get a hold of him. Or you can follow him on all of his social media at Facebook, the_American_Dump spelled TRUK at the.American.Diesel.Dump all together spelled TRUK on the TikTok. You can follow him at Instagram at the_American_Diesel_Dump and _truck. Once again, spelled with a K on Instagram. And then at the American Diesel Dump Truk all together at YouTube. You don't want to miss a moment of his action, all of his highlights, anything that's coming to him. You don't want to miss a moment of that for you guys. Like, subscribe, follow today, and become a part of Diesel Nation. Now,
damn, I am so glad you remembered and can see all that. I just want to give a shout out. Look, y'all, y'all check my man's podcast out. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. He deserves it. He works hard to put out something like this. Man, y'all follow him. Come on now.
Now, guys, you can catch this podcast all over the internet. We are Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. That's ARABBID3aver is how we spelled it, just like is on your screen on the bottom left-hand side right there, or right under my name. And you can find us at buzzsprout.com /Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. You can find us on Spotify at Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. You can find us on iHeartRadio at Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, and over 60 podcast channels, including Deezer Chaser, Pod Dream, Podbean, all of it right there. So don't forget to like and subscribe to us. And then also, guys, we have a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in the future for you guys. We want to let you know you don't want to miss a moment of it. As we were speaking about earlier, the 31st at Icebreaker SNEW, we are going to be a part of that show. We're going to be coming to you live, and we're going to be bringing a podcast live. And one of the gentlemen who is in here, I was speaking to him earlier, Spotlight Scotty Brooks. I invited him to come on that podcast, but he said something specific to you. He said he wants my match with the dump truck.
Spotlight Scotty Brooks, anytime, anywhere, you book it, I'm coming. I got you.
You guys can follow us at YouTube at Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver132, on twitch.tv, which we're live with right now at twitch.tv /Arabbidb3aver, Rumble at the Arabbidb3aver, on Trovo at the Arabbidb3aver, and so many more. You guys don't want to miss it. Facebook.com at Joseph D. H. Joseph D. Hughes.
I tell you what, Scotty Brooks, you got them connections at TNA. Book it at TNA.
Woo.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Scotty, he is calling it out. He wants that TNA match.
Because that'll follow with a contract. Bam.
I heard
Always
it right
thinking.
here first.
Always thinking.
And what a great way to do it. Hey, Truck, I thank you for being here today. We are almost out of time. I want to give you the ability to give a shout out or to say anything to anybody watching, anybody that's wanting to break into the business, or anybody who's in the business that just feels like they're stuck, because I know you've been in all those places. So speak to them all and tell them how you feel.
Man, if you ever feel like you're stuck in this business, then that's the way you're going to feel sometimes. Because if you love this business, then you'll keep going. Because I'm telling you, I've had enough chances and been stuck so many times to where I could have quit and walked away, been done with it. But there wasn't no way I could do that, man. I love this business. Everything about this business, the good and the bad. Because you got to have any good in this business, you got to take the bad. You got to. That's anything about this business. You're going to take the bad with the good. I wouldn't change not one damn thing that I've ever been through in this business, because I'm a better man in professional wrestling now because of all that shit. And if you think you're gonna run me out of this business, I tell you one thing, just one thing. If you don't listen to anything else I say, listen to this. Kiss my fat hairy ass, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be in this business until they put me in a pine box, and it'll be in that ring. Because that's how much I love this business. And if you think that you don't like this dump truck, well, guess what? You're not going to like a whole bunch of other shit, because I'm going to be the realest dump truck you have ever seen. Because it's time that I take what is deserved to me. And I love everybody. I love you. People that got my back, thank you for backing me. Joseph, thank you. You've always been in the dump truck camp, and I appreciate that. And your beautiful wife, Sarah, she's always been in the truck camp, and I thank her for that. And anybody else that's been in my camp that's believed in me, that's been true, you know who you are, and I thank you. But those who have said they were in my camp and then twisted that knife just a little bit more. I mean, all of you had your hands in on it at one fucking time and twisting. Well, you can hold that knife and keep on twisting, because you ain't seen shit yet.
Mm.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Well, for the American Diesel Dump Truck, who is here with us, I am the Arabbidb3aver of professional wrestling, Joseph Hughes. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here. And remember, you guys can subscribe to my Buzzsprout by clicking on that QR code and scanning that QR code today, and let it go for as little as $3 a month. That's help us keep the lights and water on and keep this show coming to you. Become a Power Slam member today, guys. We would love to have you join us and be with us each and every time that a podcast will be available to you. So thank you guys for coming out. And then we also have merchandise on our Streamlabs store, streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver/merch, or scan that beautiful QR code. Get you a beautiful polo like this, a hoodie, a raincoat. We've got it all, baby. Come on out and get you some good stuff, some good merchandise. Speaking of merchandise, we're going to be taking some stuff with us to Gastonia, North Carolina. I got some baseball shirts in. I'm going to be bringing those baseball shirts with me, and I got some stickers for you guys that follow this podcast. Come on out. Get your merchandise at the table with us. We would love to be a part of your life in any way possible. For the American Diesel Dump Truck, once again, thank you, sir, for being here. I am the Arabbidb3aver. Thank you very much. And you all have a wonderful evening. And remember, you heard it right here first on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. Bye, guys.